Hey, what is up, guys? My name is Harrison Barron. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. So today I want to talk to you guys about automating processes, right? So when you own a business, there's a ton of different things you need to know. And the problem with a lot of businesses is they spend a ton of money on employees, and even the employees spending time and energy and effort on things that honestly don't do much for the business, or they could easily be automated, and when they are, you guys can save a ton of time out of your day automating processes. So in this video, I'm not going to show you exactly how to automate your processes because a lot of people have really different processes in their business, but what I am going to do in this video is I'm going to tell you and kind of explain why it's important and give you guys some tips, ideas, and suggestions on how you do it for yourself. So a couple months ago, I stumbled upon a couple different programs, one of them being automate.io and the other one being zapier.com, and I'll link those down below. Essentially what they are is automation platforms. So theoretically, if you've been following along with this channel and been doing everything that I've kind of explained to you guys probably have some kind of CRM or some place to keep track of your customers. At this point, you're probably like, perfect, that's exactly what I needed so far. I put a CRM into place, and on top of that, I have all my customers' data, I have all my deals going on. Basically, everything that you're doing should be living in your CRM. The catch with a CRM, and this might be industry specific, but a lot of them don't actually have follow through. They have your deal closing, but they don't actually have the process. So for example, in my business, when I close a deal and it's a new website, well, what happens after that? I need to know that I need to build that website. But what about my team? How do I let my team know that that is coming down the pipeline, or they need to work on it once it officially closes? Because of this software that I've found, and there's some industry-specific softwares that'll automate these processes for you, and there's some versions of softwares that'll automate these processes for you, but for right now, I like to think of everybody as the do-it-yourselfer, and honestly, these two softwares could really tremendously impact your business in any regard. Essentially, they automate processes, so they connect platform to make your life easier. You're probably wondering, this sounds way too good to be true. I'm not going to lie, it is a pain in the butt to set this up, but there's a major catch to it. If you do it correctly, you will save a tremendous amount of time in the future not doing these useless tasks. So for example, if you put out a social media post, having that go into an email or something like that, essentially it's a reaction. So if this happens, then this happens. So for example, in my CRM, when I close a deal that's a website or just close a deal in general, it triggers the software, Zapier or automate.io, and I'm just using those two because that's what I've experienced with. I'm sure there's tons more. And then they go and do something else. So if it's a project manager, solution, or it's a billing problem or billing solution, I can have it say, hey, it's going to take this information, put it in here, and then transfer it over to the next program. What information in the next program do you want to use? Do you want to use the budget on how much it's going to cost? Do you want the notes to be shown? All of these things kind of become automated, and essentially it stops the process of saying, oh my goodness, I forgot to do this. It eliminates that, and a lot of times when I'm dealing with companies, they don't have a process. So for example, I just spent time at a dog grooming office. Their office, as beautiful as it may be, there's no sense of automation at all. They spend a ton of time not automating these processes and going through and manually entering each person into their system, manually doing all the paperwork, manually taking down credit cards. This takes so much time out of your day. If you could streamline this process and set up either reoccurring payments, different ways to capture people's information, even a follow-up email, these are all super important things that could be done inside of one of these that'll make your life a million times easier. And on top of that, what the most important thing is profitability. Profitability is the most important thing. So as a salesperson, if you're curious to know about something and you want to say a deal closed, you can have it automatically let your team know if it's not built into your CRM already. Sometimes, I know people that are working off Excel documents. There's so many different softwares out there that this works with, and when different things happen, it just causes a chain reaction of things. In my case, like I said, when a deal closes, now it starts a project inside my project board so my team can go take care of that. At the same time, I'm going to be setting up, I haven't set it up yet, but 4 or 5 other things are going to be happening inside of these softwares. When that happens, my life becomes a million times easier. I get to focus on what's really important, running my business instead of working in my business. When you run your business, you're taking care of operations. When you're working in your business, you're in the trenches, you're doing the hard work, you're doing the work that needs to get done to pay the bills. Not a bad thing, but the more time I get to free myself of working in my business and then working on my business is when profitability skyrockets through the roof. I challenge you guys to figure out and write out your process, whatever it may be. I'm gonna pull up a whiteboard really quick so you guys can see my process. So as you guys can see inside my process, I have different things. So I have not started yet, in progress, review, and done. These are all different things that go out in my process. My handwriting is terrible, so please don't judge me. But I have different things that need to go on for different customers. And when I can automate these processes and make them flow without fail every single time, my business is going to be significantly more profitable. And profitability ultimately drives business. It helps growth, employ more people, and ultimately makes everybody more money, employees included. What employee doesn't want to raise? Well, you need more money to pay employees. When that happens, why not focus on this? So if I know that this is my process, there's different ways that I could automate this process, especially getting things on this board. How do I know when to put them on there? How do I do that? So automating this process going through is super important in my business. And ultimately, when it's done, I can let my team know or my executive team know, hey, by the way, something hit done. Either let's go review it or let's go and let that customer know, hey, by the way, we're done with everything. And we can automate that process to let people know what's going on, what needs to be done, and all that kind of stuff. And this is the most basic example of automating processes. There's so many processes inside your business that I guarantee you can automate. So I challenge you, take some time out of your week this week, even if it's an hour or two, and write down exactly what your process is. And when you're writing down your process, really go through on what takes the most time. Put time, hours, and energy into it and see if there's a solution out there that could make that process go faster. Now look, not everything is gonna be able to be automated, and I totally understand that. But a lot of things are, and that's what I challenge you. Find the things that can be automated and free up your time. The best salespeople in the world have automated processes. One of my buddies sells 250 houses a year, almost. When he does that, he has his process down to a T. And for him, it's rinse, wash, and repeat. So for you guys, take time out, write down your process. Let me know in the comments below how you're automating your process, what softwares you're using. I'd love to know, and maybe we could even collaborate on a video or something like that. I'd love to help you guys out. I hope this video helps. I really think that there's not enough automation in this world, especially for things that we just do over and over and over again, that a lot of softwares can easily solve and save us a tremendous amount of time and ultimately get what we really want. More time to spend with our family, friends, and loved ones. My name is Harrison Barron. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. If you haven't already, please smash that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. Hit the like, and you never want to miss anything, so hit that little bell too. That means the world to me. And right after this, you're going to see next videos and that little subscribe button, probably like right over here for the next videos. I'll see you guys then. Peace.